Hey, once again, today we're going to talk about abstraction and why it is important. So, the general definition for abstraction is an abstract or general idea or term, a concept or idea not associated with any specific instance. All right. The good thing is that the definition here is pretty close and similar to that used in C++ programming, software engineering, right? So in computer science, abstraction is the process by which data and programs are defined with a representation similar in form to its meaning, right? So that's also known as semantics. All right. So basically, we use abstraction to give other people an idea of what our functions and codes do without them actually having to look at it and confuse themselves, right? So we want to make things as simple as possible so that other people can understand and use it for themselves, okay? So here's an example, right? We got a picture of God here. Now, God can be a lot of different things to a lot of different people, right? So you have all kinds of religions, and to some people, God may or may not exist. To some people, God may have came down to earth and sacrificed his life, right? So we're not going to go into all of that. This is strictly, computer science tutorial or instruction manual. But God is an example of an abstract idea, something that can be looked at and viewed differently for a lot of different people. But if you try to get down to it, it can be something very, very complicated or complex. All right, so here's an example of some code, right? Here we have a header file. Now this header just has the names of functions and its data types, right? For this class. Now, this abstraction is a little higher up. From what you can see or what you can tell, add player probably is going to add, the name, or add some type of player. It's going to add something to something. Bubble sort is going to sort something out. Remove player is going to remove a player. And from just looking at the names, you can get an idea of generally what these functions are going to do, right? But you don't know exactly what the function is going to do or how it's going to do it. You're not concerned with that. Now here is add player, right? This is exactly how the function's been implemented and what it does, right? So it's gonna take a string and a string, and it's gonna take two strings, a name and a number, and it's gonna add it to this multi-dimensional array named team that you saw earlier, right? But abstraction is, okay, as a programmer, I'll have to deal with this code, but let's say as a software engineer or somebody that doesn't actually write the code, they don't want to have to worry about the implementation of it. They just want to know that, okay, this is what it does and this is what I need to give it so that it does it correctly. So we're going to review really quickly. Abstraction is all about perspective. You want to think about, from this person's point of view, what do they need to know and how can I give it to them so that they don't have to worry about the too many details. So here you want the details to be as simple as possible, right? That's what abstraction is. The higher up, the simpler it gets, the easier it is to deal with. Thanks for watching.